Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at Shiny Kingdra in the Weather Cup. I'm really having a good time here. It's a little bit of an RPS, but it's okay, we'll deal with it. So, Kingdra, huh? Now take a look at those IVs. Did you see how garbage that was? Oh yeah, this is why IVs do matter. They do, for sure. But, yeah, not a lot of times, okay? So we do have the 15 attack for the Cradily, again, so we can win the CMP up against other Cradilies. So the IVs for these Pokemon that I'm using are just all over the place. But we did well. We went positive on 2 sets and then 2-3 for 1. And that was solely because there was just no way to win. Again, a lot of times in these Weather Cup battles, a lot of these battles or cups that they put out that are featuring specific types of Pokemon are RPS. So anyway, what's good here? We're using the Blaziken for a couple of battles and then I swap it out. You know what's so crazy? I was running into Blazikens when I had the Blaziken on my team. The second I took off the Blaziken, guess what? They're gone. I didn't see another one. Well, there was going to be one, but it was literally for an entire set. You already know what it is. Alright, and speaking of Blaziken, there it is again. So we swap into ours, and I didn't even realize I had an all-shiny team here. So they're bringing in a Kingdra. You know, probably should have went for Blaze Kick, but just going for the big Blast Burn here. Unfortunately, they're going to be shielding that up. Could have maybe got off a Blaze Kick, but does pretty much no damage, right? But some damage is better than none. Hitting me with an Octazooka, no attack drop. Fantastic. Let's get it. Alright, gonna go for that Grass Knot. I am starving. Oh my gosh. I have literally eaten a couple of bites of a churro today. I know. You're like, what are you doing with a churro? I had bought these like churro bites, which are freaking delicious, especially when you heat them up in the air fryer. But I am going to get down to some food tonight, probably watch Dark Knight with my son. So what's back here? We got an Abomasnow. Oh, okay. I'm going to go straight for the Outrage here, doing a whole lot of damage, KOing, and then taking out the Blaziken. So as you can see here, this thing with horrible IVs is still doing fine. It's got some in attack, but yeah, if I had a 0, I'd use that. Okay. Alright, so they're going to be swapping into their Pelipper as we do bring in our Blaziken. And this is pretty good. You know, Blaziken's, not this situation, but Blaziken is a great Pokemon for sure. Maybe want to run Brave Bird. Yeah. So you probably don't want to go with the Community Day move. I mean, you could. Blast Burn is essentially doing a ton of damage to almost anything everywhere in this cup. Even water types, right? Still doing a decent amount with that counter as well. Okay, so bringing in the Cradily here, and they're hitting me with a Hurricane. That's good. Cradily is going to be able to absorb it. I know, I'm using it again. You better believe it. If you're new to this channel, and if you've been following me for a while, you know. And if you're new, I love Cradily. It's just a great Pokemon for whatever reason. I enjoy it. Looks cool. And I used it in the main series games. Actually, same with Kingdra. Used that one too. So we're up against a Shadow Cradily. Alright. It's going to be doing some big damage. We're shieldless, so we're going to have to let this Grass Knot go. And we're bringing in our own Cradily. We're going to back out there. Yeah, we're going to take that loss. That's a loss right there. Good game. Moving on to our next one. Take a look at this eSport Ready. So watch. Why is this Golem only getting off a quick move every few seconds? Look at that. So already putting them way behind. It wasn't a great position to be in the first place, but you know, they could have at least gotten off a charge move. At this point, I thought they closed the wrap, but as soon as they bring in their Empoleon here, they're attacking, so they're definitely here. You know, I'm putting this out here. It's not like, you know, clearly see they're getting screwed over, so everybody can see it. If you're encountering these types of things for yourself, then it's not just you. Now, swapping into our Poliwrath, and there you have a Swampert in the back. That's a wrap, folks. That is a wrap. I don't even think we're going to use Kingdra for this match here. Going to go for the Ice Punch to take out that Swampert, and it's not enough. Are you freaking kidding me? Come on, man. All right, so they're going for Earthquake. We survive it, and we're not going to get to a try. I think they just back out at this point. We take that win. Looking good. Kingdra didn't even make the appearance. It's the star of the show. Next battle, what are we going to see? An Arachnoid. Okay, that could be a little troublesome here. Does have Bug Bite, which is going to be actually doing super effective damage to us. And the Pokemon that we do have in the back don't necessarily really want to go up against that thing, so we're just going to stay put right here. Because we do have Stone Edge, which is going to be doing a whole lot. So they're hitting me with a bubble. We're going to let it all go. Going to keep on letting it go. I think they do shield this up, so they're going to double shield their Arachnoid here. Never mind. Okay, opposite. You know how it is. If I call it, it's opposite. Even though I know I did these battles and I remember somewhat of what happened a lot of times. You just simply can't remember everything. Especially when I'm just doing this every single day. Alright, so they're going to be swapping and bringing in their Lantern. And we're going up against them with the Kingdra. So this is great. We're going to let this go. They hit me with the Surf, which is massively resisted by the Dragon and Water type on it. And this is another Surf. Letting it go. Fantastic. Can we get to an Octazooka? Even if they bring in that Arachnoid. Oh, okay, they're bringing in a Pelipper. So I probably should have went for the Octazooka so we could potentially lower their attack. But not happening, and they're going to be shielding up Outrage. Swapping into the Cradily. And yeah, this is not looking good. We've got 2 shields, so at least we're still in this fight still. Ice Punch is going to give us a little bit of a leverage here. So we'll have that going, I guess. But it is getting pretty stinking close. Alright, so going to go for the Ice Punch, and that's actually doing a decent amount. I love my Poliwrath, folks. Give it a shot. Definitely worth using in this Weather Cup for sure. So they're surviving with an inch, and I'm like, give me a break. Come on. Are you kidding me here? Alright, so what are we going to do? Try to farm them down. Well, we're going to have to shield this up, and hopefully the Arachnoid doesn't have energy ready. So we swap to take them out here, and now I'm thinking, well, crap. Well, they throw their energy, so we're going to take this win. Let's go. Hitting me with the Bubble Beam, bringing in the Poliwrath, and going for an Ice Punch. Don't know if a Bubble Beam would have been enough anyway, but this is going to take the win for us here, and we're looking good. That was a close one. Really glad I won that. Next battle, what are we going to see? Oh, yeah, Lantern with the Cradily. Yeah, that's Chef's Kiss. You love to see it. You know, they're going to be doing a decent amount with Surf, though. Swapping into Bastiodon, and that's a wrap. All right, this is the RPS I'm talking about. Although Lantern can put up a bit of a fight up against Cradily because it is going to be part rock. It's still winning the matchup, and then this is just a flat-out win. All right, this is just a flat-out win. Now, I don't hit all these bubbles because I wanted to farm. Oops, I didn't need that much farm. Actually, I think it turns out to be perfect here. So we're going to Mudshot them down, and it's great because we are very low on our health, and that's exactly what we want, so they can't farm too much here. So they're bringing back that Lantern, going to go for the Dynamic Punch right out the gate and go for another one, of course. Thought they might throw. I guess they're not holding on to any energy as I wasn't paying attention. I'm a little out of it, okay? So if I do sound a little bit kind of like, meh, I just don't feel good today, folks. All right, so let's see it. Stone Edge. Okay, they're going to be shielding up. Of course they are. So I'm going to bait them. Come on, shield. Can we get to a Stone Edge after this one? If we can, that's going to be looking great, but I don't think that's happening. Not with that Razor Leaf freaking stab shadow damage. So we swap it in Kingdra, which is still taking a damn good amount of damage because it is going to be part water. So we can't really run away from this thing. But the good old trusty Kingdra with Dragon Breath just keeps on going. Going to go ahead and hit this Octazooka here. Not enough to take them out, but then it is. Great. And the Lantern is going to get Dragon Breath down by the horrible IV Kingdra. Let's go. Next battle, going to be met with a Bastiodon. Now this wasn't looking great. Although Cradily can put up a bit of a fight, and it's not doom and gloom. And this is a definite reason why you need to go with something that has some sort of a fighting move because of Bastiodon. So at this point, they swap into their Kingdra, and now we're looking great here. We weren't looking good, but now since they wanted to swap for, I don't know, they're in a winning position. But anyways, we're going to be able to Dragon Breath them down. I'm expecting that Bastiodon, and all we got to do is just realign it. Going to go straight for the Octazooka, see if we can get that attack drop. And no attack drop. Maybe I can see that. All right, anyways, bringing in Poliwrath, which is, again, just going to wall this thing here. Stone Edge, Flamethrower, Flash Cannon, that's all it can have. So they're swapping into their Ludicolo, and we're going to go ahead and go for the Dynamic Punch. Ice Punch does a decent amount, but nah. Let's just go for the big one here. Swapping into the Cradily. Going immediately for the Grass Knot, which is still going to be doing a decent amount. That's what you want to go for. I guess you can go Stone Edge if you need it enough. You know you're going to get it through, or the shields are down. Then I guess you can do that. But we're going for another Grass Knot here, getting the last shield. And they're going to be able to Razor Leaf us down, which is not good. I'm like, come on, let me get to the Ice Punch. One Razor Leaf landed. That's all we needed to happen in getting to that Ice Punch. And since we still have a shield, we're looking good here. They would have been able to take us out. I think a Stone Edge would have been just enough here. But we have one shield left and getting to the Dynamic Punch, and we're going to be able to take that win. And we're looking good here. And yeah, loving this team here. If you do enjoy my content, make sure you hit that like button if you haven't done so yet. If you really want to help me out, become a member. That's a new little feature I added a couple of months ago, and I put some images on there. And as you do progress and stay a member for a long time, you do get a new image next to your name. You know the drill. So that'd be great. Fantastic if you want to support me like that. Or you could drop a tip, Kind of like, you know, tipping your waitress or something like that. Right? Anyways, what's good here? We're up against that Cradily, taking that win. Bringing in a Bastiodon, which is fine. That's good. That's no problem at all. Going to go ahead and do some nice chip damage here. You already know they're going to swap as soon as they see the Poliwrath. So they're going to be able to come out here with a decent amount of energy. But they're going to swap, of course, and immediately swapping as well because we have to win this. Now, this is over. Obviously, we already know this. All we have to do is simply shield everything up and then just, you know, get back to the Bastiodon. Even if they have 0 shields, it doesn't really matter. Well, if they have 2 shields, it still doesn't matter. But they're going to be using a shield here. Great. We're going to go ahead and let this go as well. Going to go ahead and call that Weather Ball. Yep. Massively resisted. And you know what it is. Going to get to that. Well, not anymore. I was trying to get to the Octazooka to lower the attack, but we don't really need to do that. Taking us out, of course. Bringing in the Poliwrath. No need to bait. Just going to go straight for the Dynamic Punch. And I suspect they're going to just let this go here because that's... Oh, they want to put up a fight. Yeah, you got to respect the fighting spirit here, even though they know it's a loss. GG's. Good game. Some of these battles are just not happening. You're not going to be able to pull back around unless you do some sort of crazy catch. But a lot of times, it's kind of hard to catch when you're locked because everything just faints so quickly. So, yeah, you don't even have time to stay out there long enough. So we got a Cradily Mirror match. 2 shinies. Let's go. We got the higher attack, so we're going to be able to win this. So this is crazy. All right. Oh, never mind. They swap. Thinking of the different battle. Bringing in a Tentacruel. So we're going to go ahead and throw the Grass Knot. And I make a miss swap here. Oh, yeah. You better believe. Obviously, that's a miss swap. Mudshot's super effective. But, yeah, we're going to be losing our fighter. So if there's a Bastiodon back there, just kiss our butt goodbye. Because that's a wrap. They're going for another Acid Spray here, which is going to be doing some decent amount of damage. Starting to add up here. Can't farm them down. That's not happening. Going for the Ice Punch as we're trying to conserve energy here. And great, we're taking them out with one more quick move. And we're going to go straight for the Dynamic Punch. That was a Quillfish. I do believe they bring a Quillfish out there. Very good. It's not very effective, but that thing just can't take a hit. So still doing about half damage. Immediately swapping back into their Cradily. And we bring in our Kingdra to Dragon Breath down this thing. Now we still have 2 shields, so we're going to go ahead and let this go. And just kind of hope we can take care of business here. Now I think we do shield this one up. And Kingdra is going to be the star here. And getting them out of here. That was close. They almost got to another charge move. And bringing their Quillfish back. At this point, I think we throw the Octazooka because we want to potentially lower their attack. But yeah, that's a wrap. They let it go. And they didn't even get a chance to use their shields. And we take that win. Thank you, Kingdra. Looking good. Moving it on to the next battle. What are we going to see here? It's a Pelipper. That's not bad. It's not horrible, but they don't like it, so they're going to swap into a Ludicolo. Going to go ahead and do some chip damage like we usually do, and then swap into our Kingdra to go ahead and Dragon Breath them down here. And we're taking them out before they get to a charge move because they do have Razor Leaf, taking forever to get to a charge move. Bringing in their Blaziken. Are you kidding me? This is perfect. This is it. This is a wrap again. That's why these battles are so, I wouldn't say, oh, they're so fun because of the RPS. I don't know. It can be pretty annoying, so... if you're on the receiving end of the bad RPS here, right? So a lot of times when I'm battling, I'm thinking to myself, when I'm completely just hard countering my opponent, it's not skill, it's just the order of the Pokemon that the game threw it at each other for us. And I'm thinking, I wonder if they're an algorithm denier, because this is this is pretty bad. I wonder what they're thinking over there. Just a coincidence. Nah. I've seen that same Pokemon for the last 7 games on 2 of the same Pokemon. Just a coincidence. Anyways, taking out that Pelipper, no more shields, bringing in that Blaziken to farm us up. Now we gotta make this call, folks. We gotta make this call. That's a Blaze Kick. We gotta let it go. You already know they're trying to get our shields, and we're gonna be able to quick move down that Blaziken and take the win. Let's get it. Next battle, what are we gonna see with that Cradily? Finally, something really, really, really good. The Swampert. Gonna farm up a little bit, bringing in their Bastiodon, and this is a wrap. Now that's pretty much over here. So if you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, turn notifications on, and let's just see how this one does play out here. Surprised they actually stayed here. A lot of people were backing out. I didn't show everything. There was like maybe one battle that I showed where they just immediately backed out, and I don't blame them. That's fine. That's just normal. You lost, right? I do the same too. If I get hard counter in the front, in the middle, I'll try to make a comeback, but if I can see where this is going, I'm like, okay, you got it. Let's not waste anybody else's time here. So going for the Ice Punch after the Dynamic Punch, doing some great damage, and they let the Swampert go, which got in the back up Blaziken. Okay, I guess you want to put all your chips on that one. Sounds good. Swapping into the Kingdra, we're taking that win. Thank you for watching, and I'll be catching you all next time.
sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!
Touch the cat. This is the best day